Question anthropology and discuss human diversity and variation within its subject matter. 20. Definition of anthropology. Anthropology is the study of man across time and space. Aside from studying humans in the present, it also examines the evolutionary path of humanity from the Pleistocene era to today's globalized world, and also tries to trace the future path. It is concerned with all aspects of human beings. Anthropologists, in contrast to other disciplines that study human beings, combines in one discipline the approaches of both the biological and social sciences. Therefore, the problems they deal with center on both, on man as a member of the animal kingdom, and also on man's behavior as a member of the society. Further, it has a four-field approach that encompasses physical/biological anthropology 2, social/cultural anthropology 3, archaeological anthropology 4, linguistic anthropology. Each of these unique subdisciplines of anthropology contributes to understanding different aspects of human beings in a more holistic way. For example, capacity to learn a language is genetically programmed in our DNA. However, our environment and society determines which language we end up learning. Variation and diversity within its subject matter. Anthropology not only studies all aspects of human beings, as already discussed, but also examines these aspects from various dimensions. As well as studying humanity as a whole, it also seeks to comprehend the differences within it. Diversity and variation thus becomes the core of anthropological study. The meaning of diversity is a range of people or things that are very different from each other. Variation, on the other hand, refers to several different sorts of the same thing. Thus, diversity is a range which is a broad category covering different people, and variety is relatively a small category defining differences within the same thing. Diversity was the initiation point for anthropological research, as emergence of anthropology began with the curiosity to know why and how members of the same species, Homo sapiens, are different culturally. Biologically, being part of the same species, Homo sapiens can interbreed, but they have different mating patterns according to their culture. Anthropology studies these diversities and varieties by employing the comparative method in different societies and populations. This helps them to identify differences and similarities, and also enables them to construct universal anthropological theories. As we delve deeper into the branches of anthropology, we will see the many different fields they deal with. Almost every field and discipline strives to understand human diversity and variation. The goal of physical anthropology is to unravel the mystery of human origin, differentiation, diversification, and distribution. Some of its topic of study are genetic diversity, racial history, differences due to environmental factors, and also human evolution. Data is derived from fossils, paleoanthropology, and also by studying living primates, primatology, to study human evolution. Archaeological anthropology attempts to trace the origin, growth, and development and culture in the prehistoric past, the period before history when man had not acquired the capabilities of keeping written records. Social or cultural anthropology studies social behavior and organization of social groups. Taking into account variation into it, it discusses diverse cultural aspects. Linguistic anthropology studies the emergence and divergence of language as language made possible the transmission of culture from one generation to another. Issues interest in the study of human diversity and variation, the nature and extent in differences and similarities among the different groups of people are scientific and objective type of study that has nothing to do with racism. USCO 2 passed a statement on the concept of race and the scientific study of race, stating that race is biological and no race is superior to another. Various conflicts and issues have been observed, the basis of which are anthropological or other scientific study of diversity and variation among human beings. For example, the conflict in Rwanda between Tutsi and the Hutus. Yet it has regained the status of scientific study that carefully handles these critical issues. Anthropologists are also taking keen interest in the study of ethnic and racial conflicts. Indian context. As a multicultural democratic country, India has a highly diverse population that exhibits profound cultural and social differences. Therefore, from the very beginning, it has been a place of keen interest for anthropologists. It can be seen that even among Hindus who belong to the same religion, Hinduism, exists differences in rituals and practices. Thus various dimensions can be found in India itself that anthropologists have been studying through the years. Genetic diversity varies substantially among Indian populations. So much so that at the continental level, the Indian continental group has significantly higher DNA diversity than European and East Asian groups put together. The study of the subcontinent's population is of great interest to anthropologists purely because of the sheer size of the Indian population, the complex demographic history, and our unique social structures. She have always been a subject of intrigue to the rest of the world and a matter of pride for the Indians. Note, this is a detailed answer of 820 words. You may need to write in brief for examination purpose.